What if the greatest spiritual shock is not that God changes a command, but that he changes you? What if the real question behind abrogation is not, why did the law change, but why did my heart resist the change? Today we enter two verses of the Quran that once unsettled minds, provoked objections, and stirred doubt. Yet beneath their surface lies a profound ocean of divine wisdom, an ocean that does not disturb faith but refines it. Let us walk slowly, phrase by phrase, heart by heart. Verse 106, we do not abrogate a verse. Outwardly, this refers to naskh, the replacement of certain legal injunctions, as divine revelation unfolded over time. Historically, this became a point of contention. Some asked, if revelation comes from the same Lord, why would instructions change? But pause. In Sufi contemplation, abrogation is not instability, it is pedagogy. A teacher does not give the same lesson to a child and to a graduate. A physician does not prescribe the same medicine in every stage of illness. Divine law descended in stages because the human heart evolves in stages. The early Muslim community moved from vulnerability to strength, from formation to consolidation. Commands adapted as their spiritual and social maturity expanded. The change was not in divine knowledge, it was in human capacity. Spiritually speaking, abrogation mirrors the journey of the soul. There was a time when you needed restraint, then a time when you were ready for responsibility, then a time when you could embody wisdom instead of merely follow instruction. The command changes because you are meant to grow. The Sufi masters often reminded their students, do not cling to yesterday's state if God is calling you to a higher one. Abrogation is not contradiction, it is elevation, or cause it to be forgotten. Forgetting here is not divine weakness, it is divine mercy. Sometimes a command is lifted gently from the collective consciousness. It fades not because it was false, but because its purpose has been fulfilled. Think deeply. Have there not been moments in your life where a spiritual discipline once essential for you gradually softened? Not because it was wrong, but because you had internalized its lesson. A child must trace letters with effort. An adult writes fluently without remembering the tracing. Forgetting, in this context, can signify transcendence. When a stage has served its role in polishing the heart, it need not dominate forever. But this forgetting is by divine will, not human preference. We move beyond certain stages only when Allah moves us, and that distinction protects the sanctity of revelation. Except that we bring forth one better than it or similar to it. Better here does not mean the previous was flawed. It means more suitable, more beneficial for that moment, more aligned with the unfolding divine plan. Sometimes better means easier. Sometimes better means more demanding. Sometimes similar means the essence remains, but the form evolves. In Sufi language, the reality is constant. The manifestations vary, like light passing through different windows. The sun does not change. The colors shift according to the glass. The divine will remains perfect. Its expressions respond to time, circumstance, and spiritual readiness. Can you feel the tenderness in this? God does not freeze humanity in one historical moment. He guides them progressively. He leads hearts gradually. He prepares souls step by step. And perhaps the most intimate dimension, sometimes Allah replaces in your life what you loved with something better, though you do not recognize it immediately. A door closes, another opens. A practice is removed. A deeper presence is granted. Abrogation, in the personal spiritual sense, is when Allah removes what once sustained you to give you what will transform you. Do you not know that Allah has power over all things? This rhetorical question pierces the root of doubt. The objection to abrogation often arises from measuring divine action by human logic. But the verse gently recenters us. The one who legislates is the one who creates. The one who creates time is not bound by time. If he has absolute power, then changing a command is not inconsistency, it is sovereignty. Sufis often say, the deeper spiritual crisis is not intellectual, it is existential. Do we trust that Allah's power is absolute, or do we secretly desire predictability over submission? When commands change, when life shifts, when circumstances alter, our test is not comprehension, it is surrender. And surrender does not mean blind passivity. It means deep certainty that divine wisdom exceeds our horizon. Now the next verse deepens the foundation. Verse 107. Do you not know that to Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth? Dominion, ownership without partner, authority without rival. The one who owns existence has the right to legislate within it. The heavens obey him. The earth submits to him. Stars move by his decree. Hearts beat by his permission. Why then would his law not unfold according to his will? This verse dissolves anthropomorphic thinking. Allah is not a legislator reacting to events. He is the originator of events. Nothing surprises him. Nothing forces him. Nothing corrects him. His decrees emerge from perfect knowledge, timeless awareness, and complete mastery. And this is where the heart trembles, because if he owns the heavens and the earth, he owns you, your timeline, your trials, your growth. The shifts in your life are not chaotic, they are governed. And you have not, besides Allah, any protector or helper. This closes the circle. If commands change, if circumstances evolve, if life transforms, where will you turn? Not to your intellect alone, not to your past attachments, not to rigid nostalgia, only to him. The Sufi path is not rebellion against divine law. It is intimacy within divine law. It is recognizing that every command, every replacement, every removal carries a hidden mercy. And if he removes one support, it is to teach you that he is the support. If he lifts one structure, it is to show you that he is the foundation. If he replaces one stage, it is because he is leading you forward. Now feel this inwardly. These verses are not merely about legal theory. They are about spiritual evolution. They teach that revelation is dynamic, yet rooted in eternal wisdom. They teach that divine power is absolute, yet tender. They teach that change is not evidence of instability, but evidence of guidance. And perhaps most profoundly, they whisper to your soul, do not cling to forms when the giver of forms is calling you deeper. Do not fear change when the one who changes decrees is unchanging in perfection. Do not resist growth when your Lord is elevating you. The controversy around these verses once sought to shake faith, but for the one who reflects, they strengthen it, because they reveal a Lord who educates humanity step by step, a Lord who governs existence completely, a Lord who alone protects. And if he alone protects, then you are safe in surrender. Take a moment. Feel the sensation of releasing control. Feel the quiet humility of trusting divine wisdom beyond your comprehension. Feel the expansion that comes when you stop demanding static answers from a living Lord. Abrogation is not about loss. It is about progression. It is about a community being shaped. It is about hearts being trained. It is about trust being tested. And in your own life, it is about stages unfolding. Perhaps something in your life is being abrogated right now. A relationship, a habit, a certainty, a comfort. If Allah removes it, he is not diminishing you. He is preparing you. He brings better or similar according to his knowledge of your capacity. So when you encounter these verses again, do not see controversy, see sovereignty, see pedagogy, see mercy wrapped in authority. See a Lord who does not abandon his servants in one static moment, but walks them through history, law, and inner transformation with precise wisdom. And ask yourself, gently, honestly, when Allah changes a condition in my life, do I argue or do I grow? If this reflection moves something inside you, if you felt even a subtle tremor of surrender, then do not let it fade. Return to these verses. Recite them slowly. Let them question you. And if this contemplation deepens your relationship with the Quran, share it. Spread reflection, not argument. Invite hearts, not debates. Because the journey is not about winning discussions. It is about being transformed by revelation. May Allah make us among those who trust His wisdom, embrace His unfolding decrees, and find protection in Him alone. And may every change He writes for us be a step closer to Him